Hey everybody, welcome to Cracking Chinese. I'm Carl. A couple of months ago, we went through our top 5 most common Chinese idioms. Today, we want to bring you another 5 that are relatively straightforward and that you should be able to use in everyday speech. 欢迎大家到破解中文，我是宇鹏。今天我们要学习另外5个常用的成语，所以让我们来开始吧。Let's get cracking. First up, we got a really good one. It's super easy to use. It's 一路平安. So 一 means one, and in this case means all along. 路 means road or journey, and 平安 means peace. So 一路平安 means all along the journey, have peace. So we might translate that as have a good trip, have a safe journey, or bon voyage. So it's really easy to use because it's when you're saying goodbye to somebody and they're off on a trip or a journey, you can say 再见,一路平安, bye bye. Have a good trip, or 希望你们一路平安, I hope you have a safe journey. So second on our list, we've got 不可思议. So let's break that down. 不, you know, it's the negative, whatever follows. 可 is from 可以, so 不可 is not able. And then we've got 思, which is from 思想, which is a thought or thinking. And then we have 议, which means it's from 议论, and it can mean an idea or a view. So 不可 not able to think about the idea. 不可思议 means inconceivable or unimaginable or unthinkable. So in response to something crazy, you might say, 真的吗?那是不可思议的. Really? That's crazy. That's unbelievable. You can say something is 太不可思议了. So it's too unbelievable. We'd probably just translate it as, wow, that's just amazing, or that's just unbelievable. You can use it when something's just incredible, boggles the mind. It's difficult to get your head around it, maybe a distance in space or something is tiny. You could say 光速是不可思议的. The speed of light is just incredible. So number 3 is a classic, and we couldn't really get away without putting this on one of our idiom lists. It's 入乡随俗, which we also have an idiom for in English. It's when in Rome, do as the Romans do. It's 入, which means to enter into. 乡 is a word that can be used for village. 随 means to follow, and 俗 means custom. So when you enter the village, follow the customs in the village. When in Rome, do as the Romans. So you can really use this in the same way that you would do with its English counterpart. So let's say somebody compliments you on your chopstick usage ability. So they say, 哇,你真会用筷子. You can really use chopsticks. Maybe you could say, 谢谢, 入乡随俗, 对吗? Oh, thank you. When in Rome, we should do as the Romans do, hey? One translation I quite like of this idiom is to go native. So you could say, 他住在那个国家那么久,已经入乡随俗了. He's lived in that country so long, he's gone native. So number 4, we got another good one. It's easy to understand and easy to use. It's 与众不同. So 与 can mean with, 众 can be the word for crowd, and 不同 means different. So it means to be different from the crowd. So we might translate it as to be unconventional, to stand out as different, even be extraordinary. So it's fairly easy to use. Let's go through a couple of examples. You could say something like, 他所做的方法总是与众不同, 你不认为吗? Her way of doing things is always very unique. It's always very different. Don't you think so? So another example. 就是她的慈善工作让她的心情与众不同. It was her charity work that made her application stand out. So last on our list, we've got 自食其果. 自食其果 translates as to reap what you sow. 自 is from 自己, it means self. 食 is from 食物, which means food, and in this case means to eat. 其 is from 其他, which means other, but in this case it kind of means that. And 果 is from 水果, which means fruit. So it's to self-eat that fruit. So to eat your own fruit, to reap what you sow. So this again can be used a little bit like its English counterpart, to reap what you sow. You could say something like, well, 那如果你要那样做,你要准备自食其果吧. Well, if you want to go ahead and do that, then you need to be prepared to suffer the consequences. So there we end on a slightly ominous note, don't we? Well, what did you think of our 5 Chinese idioms from today's lesson? Do you think they are useful? Can you think of any other really good idioms that you like to use on an everyday basis? Please let us know down in the comments below. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button for this video, and we'll see you next time. 谢谢大家，再见，加油。